Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away. That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Misses everything.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play. I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Cummins, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Nicely played.
Managed to get onto the front foot early, and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Yes. Edge. Amazing delivery.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. The right arm pace. Bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yep. Nice shot.
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up. Punched away nicely to get off the mark.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Yep. Right out of the middle.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Beaten on the drive.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Absolutely nailed it.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. A real beauty. Just times it so well.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. padding up to that.
Yep. Yep.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Good bit of timing there.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Oh, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Timed that brilliantly.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hits. Fantastic.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Pads that one. Loud shout. Sing from the north end. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Bit of a change-up in the field now.
Yes.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Salt has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yep.
Misses. They failed to make their ground, but can't hit the stumps.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Waited on it. Great shot down to third man. Should be 4.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yes.
This could be trouble. Trouble! Oh, gone.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like we're moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Umpire signals wide, such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Yep.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Livingston, whose first task is getting themselves settled. What a shot. First ball, smashed it.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Strong appeal. There'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Super shot.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Right there. Yes.
Chance to run two.
Yes.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Field moving around a bit here, trying to stop the batters getting singles.
Could be gone if only they had hit. Chance! Could that be out? Looks so.
It's another wicket, the fourth. Sometimes you just have to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
The timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Nice shot, runs possible.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Middle that one, great timing.
Too much width and it gives a free swing of the arms through the line of the ball. It's been given the full treatment.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
Bit of a mix-up, but no harm done this time.
Yes.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Over. Bangalore. A 90 for 4. The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle. Going with spin now.
Yeah.
Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square. Head with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary. A few moves made in the field. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Super piece of timing.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. A little late on that, no run score.
Yes.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. A couple on offer here.
That is an amazing half-century, just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Misses everything.
Didn't hit that well, very late playing that shot.
Yep. No!
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control. Let it come right under their eyes, but just didn't quite time it.
Yeah.
Loud appeal. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. That'll go straight back to the on-field umpire. It will remain not out. Impact outside the line. Easy decision for the third umpire. Going on to miss everything, and a valuable review is lost.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
A trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Wait up. No.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowler. No.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
End of the over. 3 off it. Bangalore are 108 for 5. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets on the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Considering a review for this one, I don't think they should waste it. It really looked out to me.
I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Was there an edge? This could be trouble. Pitching in line. Just a case now of if it's hitting the stumps. This looks good. Is it hitting though? A change of decision. Salt out. Salt at last has to go. It's been a brilliant innings.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. And again, see you later. 2 wickets on the trot.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
That ball's been hit. It's flush. Into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous. Some adjustments to the field. right out of the textbook. Off the middle, and it flew to the boundary.
Cummins, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Great shot, at least one on offer.
Puts in a slightly shorter ball, and it's seen so early. Got onto the back foot quickly and just pushes away behind square.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep. They'll get at least one. Doesn't beat the infield. Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Time that perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Wow, that's missed the lot. A direct hit, and this could be gone. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it's... certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
Patel, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
No.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Drives and misses everything.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
There'll be one run here for them.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yep. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Misses. That's so close to a run out. Really should have been hit from there.
No!
Somehow managed to get past everyone. It's a bonus 2 runs to the score.
Yeah.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
6 runs added there. Bangalore are 137 for 9. Singh, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah. Keeper's end.
Was that just a bit lazy with the running? Usually there'd be 2 there. Need to take a bit more initiative out there.
Beaten on the drive.
Yep. No.
Wide called? No. Umpire decided to let them off this time.
Yes. No. No.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Stretch to get in, the dive gets them home. Just.
They all go up, big appeal, but that doesn't look like it's done enough. End of the innings, some nice bowling, but that total isn't too bad. All to play for going forward. Bowler is confident on this one.
Not the widest delivery I've ever seen, but called nonetheless. Those are the first runs of the innings.
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Couldn't get it through the field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yes.
Really good shot there.
Bowler.
Needs to be on target.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Catch it.
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone.
Just threw the shot too early. No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. Hyderabad are 4 for none. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. Straight to the fielder.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yeah.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep. Yeah.
Great work behind the stumps. Save some runs with that dive.
An economical over comes to an end, and you get the feeling these openers might be finding their feet.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Loud shout. Could well have been missing the stumps. Certainly wouldn't be the worst review.
Oh, this could spell trouble. I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Looking good so far, no issue with the bounce. Nothing wrong with the impact. Has it hit the wickets though? Sharma has to go. Ends up being a wasted review. A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Klassen will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely. Just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap. Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky not to chip it straight to the fielder.
Confident appeal, could it be? Tough call either way. Might be worth risking a review if they're right.
Hitting outside the line, not out this time. Live to fight another day, so close.
Strong appeal. I'm not sure they'll get any joy from the umpire.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
Threw the hands at it, somehow missed everything. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. Couldn't have played that any better.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Nicely played.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Nice shot.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
Questions will begin. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Big appeal. This could be close. Bit of movement. I don't think they'll find it's hitting the stumps.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round. A little late on that, no runs scored.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling. Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Over. Hyderabad are 33 for 4.
Nice bowling. Yeah.
Well, that's a bit harsh, perhaps. I felt that it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end.
Yep. No.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Cummins will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Yep. No.
Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Well bowled.
That was a pretty wild delivery. Lost all control.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
I'd say that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Oh.
That's a great catch. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
Yes.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
That's the over. Hyderabad are 42 for 4. Bangalore can now have 5 fielders outside the circle.
Ah, negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce.
Yes. No.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Catch.
Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yeah. No.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Yes. No.
Massive chance.
Yep. No.
There's a run here, surely.
Not a smart decision, you feel, not to run there. Mustn't have a lot of faith in their partner, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Thrust the pad at it. Doesn't beat the infield.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
Comfortable single if they take it.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has indeed been a good innings.
Brilliant diving stop. There's trouble here.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Hyderabad seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's a 50 for 6. Going with pace now. Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
Brilliant shot. You couldn't hope to hit it any better than that. It's raced away to the boundary.
Gone. It's a good catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
They'll get at least 1.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing. Good work there on the boundary.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though. Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Well placed, should get a single. There'll be 1 run here for them. An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. Turning down runs that are safe isn't intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
Chance to run 2.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Picks the gap perfectly. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Patel shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Cuts that off well in the infield.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters.
Yep. No! Yep. No!
Oh, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Nice bowling.
Appeared to be well within the limits. The umpire's called a wide.
Hitting.
Caught! One of the easiest catches you'll see.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Big shout.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep, yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Keeper.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good. Fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Hazelwood getting a wicket in that over. Really great bowling. There wasn't much on offer to the batters.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Gong! Bowled him. That's the way to finish it off. Hitting the stumps.
Extremely comfortable win, just so brilliant on so many levels. You cannot compete with that level of